Hello, today I'd like to make this card for you, and it's a take off of a card I received on stage this weekend. We had a brilliant time in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I do not have the person's name on this card. I don't know if I've lost it or whether she just didn't put it on here. But it's a beautiful card, and she did a bird, and I think it's just very, very pretty. So I'm just going to make a similar card with punching out the focal image, which I did a daisy. So thank you to whoever did my card that I'm casing, like it's copy and share. So thank you. Let's see, so I haven't got this put together. I just did that so you kind of see the card, but let me tell you everything you will need. Okay, of course you'll need your card base. Your card base is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Then you will need a piece of Calypso coral, and this measures 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. So just one little mark under the 4 and just one little mark under the 5 3/4, because I wanted a bigger border around my thing. Then you will need a piece of DSP, and I chose just this because it was colorful, from the Tea Room Designer Series paper. You can choose any kind of DSP that you like, and that's going to be behind my daisy. Of course you'll need your daisy punch and a piece of Whisper White, and this measures 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, and let's see what else. You'll need 2 little pieces of Pool Party ribbon, and these measure together about 7 inches, and cut it in half. So all I did was I cut it like so. I put these 2 edges together and trimmed it that way, and then trimmed it that way. So you need about 3.5 inches for each one. Right, so that would be that. Then you will need a piece of Whisper White for your sentiment, and a piece of Calypso coral to back it on. And we're going to cut this down, so I don't have a measurement on that, but that's how small it ends up. Okay, and then for my center, I used the Nature's twine. I think that's what it was called in the catalog, and you get 4 kinds. You get this is Grapefruit Grove, and you get like a natural color. Let me see if I can find it. I knew I wouldn't remember it. Oh my goodness. I think it's page 140 something. Oh, there we go. How's that? Wow. So it is, yeah, Nature's Twine. It has 4 colors: the Blackberry Bliss, Crumb Cake, Grapefruit Grove, and Mint Macaron. But I'm going to use the Grapefruit Grove. It's of course a lot lighter than Calypso coral, but I liked it for the center, so that's what I was going to use for my center. And I used the Daisy Delight stamp set for my front of my card. Let me show you this. This is what you're going to end up with. So we're going to punch out the daisy, and then I stamped off for the little flowers, and then I did the Calypso coral ink on that. I did Pear Pizzazz ink, so you will need Pear Pizzazz and Calypso coral. And then I used the Swirls and Curls embossing folder after I stamped it all and punched it out, just to give it some texture. So that's what it's going to end up looking like. So and I told you the paper, right? I used Tea Room DSP. So I have mine all cut into 4 by 6 squares, shapes, not squares. Obviously it's not a square. So I have my stamps mounted already that I'm going to use, so we can get started on that. But yes, I use Daisy Delight. So let's take our white, Whisper White piece, put that there right now, and we'll punch out our daisy. How about that? So you want to kind of center it from the top and punch. Alright, save that piece. So now I have my daisy punched out. Alright, so now we're going to just take our solid one, little flower. You can take any image. If you have a background image you want to use, you could use that. But I wanted to just use my little daisies. Let's see, I need a piece of scrap. Alright, here, I'll use this. This was from On Stage, so I'll use that little extra piece. So I stamped it full strength, stamped off, and then just stamped all over. I did it twice, so it's a second, and that would be my third. Stamp off, because I don't want it too bright. Just twist it around different angles. Stamp off. 1, 2. Stamp off. 2. Stamp off. And yes, I have forgotten to stamp off, so I think everybody has done that at one point. Now I'm going to use the full strength on this one. So you just layer it over. Sorry if my head gets in the way. It doesn't matter if it's exact, it's just to give it some other dimension. There we go. Oh, did that one way down. Okay, oops. But you see what I'm doing, right? So then you just keep doing this, and then you put it in your embossing folder, like so. Run it through your Big Shot. Let me show you that. I've got it right here by my side. So it'll end up looking like so. And through the magic of television, I'm going to do this. Oh, I forgot to do the stem. Put the stem on first before you emboss. Right? So the stem I did in Pear Pizzazz. Okay. Now the sentiment, I think this one I might do in, yeah, I'm going to do it in Calypso Coral. Just stamp it on here. There you go. And we're going to cut that down anyway. Sorry I didn't use that stem. I need my little cutter. So this really has to be cut down some. That'd be good. Cut it this way too, and if you want yours larger, you go right ahead and make it larger. I like them small, so I can cut this off here too. Let's see, about there. And that will be good. About there. Okay. Throw those in trash. Okay. So we have our base little front piece done. And you just slide this in behind. And yeah, I'll glue this. I'm going to, no, I'll use snail. It's open. Put this on here. There you go. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is just going to put some snail on here, on my daisy, opening area, and place it where I want it. Get some purple and blues in there. There we go. Now what I need to do is trim that off because I've got it too far up my page, but that's okay. Just trim it off. Nobody's going to see that. There we go. And now we're going to take some more snail. We don't have to put any ribbon behind it, so we are good to start taping this all down. Go. Should be good. There we go. Now I just took my ribbon and I'm going to put tape on this also. So put a piece of tape there. And tape it about there. And then this one we're going to make sure it's that way so it makes a V banner. And tape. So even that piece up. There we go. I think I might put that on dimensionals. Yeah. Let's pop that on a couple of dimensionals. There we go. And we'll put it in the center, about so. Now for this, I'm going to put that on with a glue dot, or a couple of glue dots. Let's see. When did I use Terra tape? I thought I used a piece of Terra tape. That'll work. Put that on the back. I used glue dots. If you prefer glue dots, that's fine. This is very, very sticky, so I think that will work too. And to make this, all I did was I took a piece of the Nature's Thread, and then I took some liquid glue and I just rolled it like so. I put a little bit of glue across and I just rolled it until I got the size I wanted, like that. And I think that's probably big enough. Then just take your little scissors, cut that off. I'll probably make another one right there. A good way to use up your scraps. Put some glue on the back of this, and I'm going to glue it there. So you don't see it on this portion. So that would be the center of the flower too. So I have another center. There you go. Or you can make them really small. There's another one. I had a little tiny scrap, so why not, right? Okay, so now we're just going to take our card and layer it onto our base. I will have all the measurements and everything you need to make it on my blog. And for the, I will put what I used, but I'll put a little reminder for you to use what you have. I mean, we all have the designer series paper, and I tend to hoard mine. That's why I cut it up so that I would use it more. And then you can take your glimmer spray. Remember, this is my Wink of Stella, and I dump my bottle in there with the ball bearings. Add alcohol. 2/3 of the bottle is alcohol, and then water. And you can just spritz it so it's nice and shiny. So there we go. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it all over me. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. Let me show you the card that gave me the inspiration for this, and it's very pretty. I loved it, and I wish I could thank the person that did it, but she went to North Carolina, Charlotte on stage, and we swapped on Saturday. So thank you for watching. All the measurements will be on my blog, Please subscribe, hit the button, and when the bell comes up, hit the bell and you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. And that is about it. I will upload another one very soon. Paper pumpkins are on their way, so I will be doing some alternates shortly. I haven't received it yet, so you all have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.